Does a self-directed IRA need an EIN? Hey everyone, Adam Bergman here, tax attorney and founder of IRA Financial. Well, there's two ways that you can self-direct your retirement funds. Number one is a custodian controlled self-directed IRA. Number two is a checkbook controlled self-directed IRA. Let's start with the first one. Custodian controlled self-directed IRA means that you transfer tax-free your retirement funds from a bank or traditional financial institution or even a former employer tax-free to a self-directed IRA custodian like IRA Financial, and IRA Financial facilitates that investment in the name of the IRA. In most cases, in a custodian-controlled self-directed IRA, you're not going to need an EIN. Why? Because the investment is made in the name of the IRA. Although there are instances, whether you are investing in a private equity firm or another setting like a private placement, where they may ask for a W-9, indicating that the investor is not a foreign person. In that case, you can use IRA Financial Trust's EIN, or some clients like to actually get their own EIN from the IRS website. And you can acquire that for free. So you can, you don't have to. Now, if you use the second model, the checkbook control, where the IRAs transfer tax-free to a self-directed IRA custodian, and then the custodian invests in the LLC, and the LLC makes the investment, in that case, the LLC will get an EIN. Why? The LLC will need a bank account. And in order to have a bank account, you generally need an LLC, an EIN, for that LLC. So once the money gets moved to IRA Financial and then to the LLC will open a bank account. It will have an EIN. IRA Financial will help you get the EIN. And then from the LLC, you as the manager can make the investments in the name of the LLC on behalf of your IRA. But if you're not using the LLC and you're using the custodian controlled approach, in that case, you generally do not need an EIN. Why? Because IRA Financial will facilitate the investment and you can use our EIN without issue. However, again, some clients want to use their own EIN. If you need to file, for example, a tax return like a 990T, if you pay unrelated business taxable income, your IRA will need an EIN. And in that case, you can acquire one for free on the IRS website. We can assist you to do it. Really super simple. But because you're not going to need a bank account for your IRA, if you use the custodian controlled approach, why? Because we're facilitating that investment. The money's coming from us. In most cases, you're not going to need the EIN. Even if you have to file a W-9, you can use IRA Financial Trust EIN. However, as I mentioned, if you really want an EIN or you need to file an IRS form that requires an EIN for your IRA, you can acquire one for free on the IRS website. And if you're a client of IRA Financial, we'll help you do it.